Welcome back. This is Seeker with Double Double Gamers. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. So, after a long awaited hunt for this beautiful pulse rifle, I finally got the Red Death. And, well, I wanted to do a small review, a very small review, just do a quick match and go over the perks. And pretty much, as you can see, I just went, accuratized ballistics, unflinching, snapshot, and a Red Death. And the Red Death right here makes his weapon a force to be reckoned with altogether. So I'm gonna go into some free for all and enjoy. Alright, I had originally did commentary while I was playing the game, and it is 4:08 a.m. and I wanted to finish this commentary and video for you guys. This is going to be a relatively serious video, so let me know in the comments what you think. I'm just going to be straight to the point, get into some points, some strengths and weaknesses of the Red Death, and it's not going to be as funny as our regular stuff, but bear with me. So a point I made in the beginning of the video was that the pulse rifle I use right now, which is the Final Duty, is a pretty good pulse rifle. For me to replace it, it's legendary, so I can use an exotic slot from somewhere else. So for me to want to use the Red Death over the Final Duty, it would have to make me really benefit from the Red Death perk, because that's literally the only thing that makes it special or exotic. Damage wise, as you can see, when you get those precision shots, it's a relatively powerful gun. I didn't try switching to ballistics or anything like that. I just went straight across the line to try it out. I'll probably do some more testing with it, but from what I see right now, it's pretty strong if you can get those crits or those precision shots. If you don't, well, then the damage is lackluster, and it's not really that much better than the Final Duty, which is a legendary, not an exotic. And like I said, the only reason to use the Red Death over any other pulse rifle is not just because it looks like beautiful and awesome. Like, you see the spikes and stuff, and I'm gonna get to cosmetics in a minute because there's a lot to get into, I think. But there's a lot to get into, and I just think the Red Death perk is the main attraction for this exotic weapon. I've been trying to get this gun for quite a while, and I wouldn't say I was disappointed, but I am a little bit, and here's why. Because even though the gun does good damage at mid-range, there are lots of guns that will gun you down and are more mobile than the Red Death, which means you'll lose if you can't get those 2 precision shots. Yes, the gun, if you get those precision shots on the head, but you have to get all of them, and that's, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's relatively hard to do when people have auto rifles, or they can move around a lot more because they can shoot and hit fire. And that's not to say you can't do the same with the Red Death. You can, it's just not as effective as you would do as an auto rifle. Like the Bad Juju has less damage as a pulse rifle, of course, but it makes up for it and all the utility it brings to the table with you being able to get your super and stuff. And I think, in PvP, again, I think the Red Death is awesome. I haven't had much time with it in PvE, but it's probably really good for the Crota raid, where you don't regen HP from his touch or whatever. Yeah, I know this guy. He was running around with the shotgun, so I just decided to take him out. I honestly think if you are a pulse rifle player like I am, well, actually, I've been moving around the spectrum a little bit with my guns. I got the Stealth Regime. I was really into that, but before that, I used the Mita multi-tool. But the thing about the Mita is it's a good gun, but I feel like it's really boring. And right here, I kind of panicked, and this guy owned me. I feel like it's such a boring gun. And although there are a lot of guns that can out-damage the Red Death, I feel like the Red Death is such a fun gun. if I wanted to free up, if I needed the exotic slot that bad, I probably wouldn't be using it because mostly it's I think it's just for fun. Cosmetics wise, it's got, if you look on the side of the gun, the skulls, the white skulls you'll see on it, are from all the users that have used it. I like that when you aim the gun, you see like the crossbones. Like, I think that's cool. I like the red, like you can see how much ammo you have on the gun while you're using the gun. I mean, it's not necessarily helpful, but it's like cosmetic wise, it's cool. The spikes are really cool. The blood splashes on it. It's all pretty cool. I mean, overall, I think the gun. I mean, I was pretty much hunting for it. Exotic Engram after exotic primary Engram, and you know, I did pretty good today in the Crucible, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm feeling really good about that. I'm gonna get the Red Death, and it's funny how things work because after saying that, I went to the tower, and guess what I got? I got the Red Death. So the way this match continues is, I try and make the most of the Red Death, but I also try my best to win because I'm still getting used to the recoil and the patterns. So I didn't want us to lose the match. So I tried my best to secure the match, and I didn't use the Red Death probably as much as I might have for a review video. But as you can see right there, if you get those precision shots, it's extremely powerful. It's just, you have to get those precision shots for the gun, for its true power to shine. And the range, you can't be too far away. Like, the Final Duty doesn't have that damage drop off. It's not as strong as a Red Death, no. The Red Death takes about relatively 2 bursts, while the Final Duty takes 3. But in the same token, that damage drop off from the range isn't as drastic as the Red Deaths. Well, I don't even notice that at all. It's definitely good for, you see, the HP regen. It would have been nice if this Ninja Titan wasn't always backstabbing me with his shotgun. So, yeah. So I did win this, and I had fun using the gun, and I definitely plan to use it a little bit more. Honestly, I think I'll be using the Red Death a little bit more until I find another gun. That never gets old, and neither does this. Watch this. This is awesome. He got the kill, but I got you too, sir. I got you too. So I'll probably definitely be using the Red Death until I get bored of it. And well, I hope I don't, because you know, I've been trying to get it for so long, and I was so excited when I finally got it. And I'm definitely not disappointed by it. It's a very strong gun in a close and mid-range fights. If you can't get those precision shots, most guns will outgun you. This is the finishing kill right here. So overall, the Red Death is an awesome gun at close to mid-range. It's really good for skirmishes and fighting multiple people one after the other without worrying about having to hide to get your HP back. That's really useful. So if you're a pulse rifle fan, I definitely recommend trying the Red Death out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the content. And I'll see you next time.